I want to say something about the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party keeps on trying to influence black people to vote as if they're going to vote away police genocide. The Democratic Party keeps on trying to influence black people to vote as if they're going to vote away miseducation. The Democratic Party keeps on influencing black people to vote as if they're going to vote into office economic opportunity or vote away gentrification. Okay? The Democratic Party has not produced a plan yet. The Democratic Party has not produced a plan yet. The Democratic Party has not produced a plan yet to deal with any of the major problems that affect black America. There's no plan for miseducation. There's no plan for gentrification. There's no plan for mass incarceration. There's no plan for access to wealth. There's no plan for police genocide. But you want people to vote. Vote for what? I would be honest with y'all. I would be absolutely honest with y'all. The most powerful thing black people could really do this election, the most powerful thing black people could really do this election was not vote at all. Let it be known that we will not be participating in the election at all. At all. Declare it to the country and hold your vote in your pocket. That is the most powerful thing you could do this year. That is the most powerful thing that you could do this year. But guess what? You guys are not going to do that because you have been brainwashed into believing that the most effective use of your vote is to spend it on a cheap date. You have been brainwashed into believing the most effective usage of your vote is to spend it on a cheap date. Well, I got news for you. I got news for you. Black America is the Democratic Party's cheap prostitute. Black America is the Democratic Party's cheap prostitute. Black America is the Democratic Party's cheap prostitute. When they want to get some quick loving, when they want to get a quick back rub at the elections, when they want to get some quick cookies, you understand? When they want to get a quick lap dance and they only got $1 in their pocket, guess who the Democrats call up? When they want to get some quick loving, some quick political sex, quick back rub, quick feet rub, guess who the Democratic Party calls on? It calls on black America. It calls on black America. We are the cheap prostitutes of the Democratic Party, and we don't even see it. We are the cheap prostitutes of the Democratic Party, and we don't even see it. The most effective thing you could do with your vote is keep it to yourself so they can see the impact of the absence of the black vote from the 2020 presidential election. You want to boycott the NBA, you want to boycott the NFL, but you don't want to boycott the United States electoral process. You want to boycott the NFL, you want to boycott the NBA, you want to boycott America's corporations, but when are you going to boycott the United States government itself? When are you going to boycott the United States government itself? When are you going to boycott that phony election system that they have in place that doesn't do anything for black people? When are you going to boycott that? When are you going to boycott that? That is the question. That is the question. Now, some of you who are politically uneducated and emotionally immature, you think that if you get rid of Trump, you have achieved something for black America. Well, I got news for you. I don't care who the president would have been. And I don't care who the president is going to be. Let me say this again. I don't care who the president would have been right now. And I don't care who the president is going to be next year. But guess what? The problems you have right now, you would still have them anyway. The problems you have right now, you would still have them anyway. That's right. If Hillary Clinton was president, that boy would have still got shot in the back and the police would still not be arrested. If Hillary Clinton or Barack Obama was president, Breonna Taylor, rest in peace, would have still been shot dead and her killers still would not be arrested. That's right. What did Barack Obama do about police killing black people? What did Barack Obama do about police killing black people? What did Barack Obama do about police killing black people? He did nothing at all. He did absolutely nothing at all. In fact, about a week after Freddie Gray had his spine snatched from his skull, Barack Obama signed a blue shield law to protect police from dangerous citizens. But he didn't sign a black shield law to protect black people from dangerous police. This narrative that getting rid of Trump is going to change something for black America is an absolute lie. Do you know the Democratic Party support the Fraternal Order of Police? Are you aware of that? Are you aware that Joe Biden is supported by the Fraternal Order of Police? And Donald Trump is supported by the Fraternal Order of Police? None of your enemies have been boycotted by the Democratic Party. Wherever they can get some money, they got some money. Wherever they could get some money, they got some money. So you think putting Joe Biden in the White House is going to change things for black people? You're politically uneducated and you're emotionally ignorant. Did Bill Clinton make anything better for you? Did George Bush make anything better for you? Did Ronald Reagan make anything better than you? Did Jimmy Carter make anything better for you? Did Gerald Ford make anything better for you? Did Lyndon Baines Johnson make anything better for you? Did John F. Kennedy make anything better for you? Name me a president in the past 50 years. Can you name me a president in the past 50 years whose election made something better for black America? Help me out. I'm a political science major. My undergraduate degrees are in psychology and political science. I double majored. Can you please name a concession, an opportunity, a resource that we got from any president in the past 50 years? Kennedy, Johnson, Ford, Carter, Reagan, Bush, Clinton, Bush, Obama, Trump. Can you name something? Can you name something? You can't. Voting for black America is like praying in black America. Voting and praying are the same thing. In fact, for black people, the vote is a political prayer. For black people, the vote is a political prayer. The black man and woman's vote is the equivalent of a political prayer. You go to church and you put some money in the box, and that money is supposed to guarantee that your prayer will get answered. You do the same thing on election day. You do the exact same thing on election day. You go to the poll and you cast a ballot, and by casting that ballot, which is a prayer, a political prayer, you expect something to get better for black people because you cast the vote. You expect something to get better for black people because you prayed. And you've been doing this for 400 years without any changes. Your NBA players boycott for a day. Your NFL players hardly boycott at all. And I do want to give the NBA players their credit. Y'all have much more courage and commitment than the NFL players. I do want to give the NBA players their credit, even though your boycott lasted less than 24 hours. Even though your boycott lasted less than 24 hours, y'all did it mostly in solidarity. Mostly in solidarity. The Negroes in the NFL, they haven't even come close to doing what y'all did, which only lasted less than 24 hours. So I must commend the NBA. You guys definitely had a better display of power than the NFL did. Okay? Y'all did much better than that. But my point of this is I don't want you coming to Dr. Umar trying to see no Negro from the Democratic Party or the Republican Party. See, let me say this. I am not trying to entice you away from the Democrats to the Republicans, because I'm not for them either. Or the Green Party, I'm not for any white racist political party. None of them. What I want to entice you to do is to divest from all white political parties. Divest from all white political parties. Divest from all white political parties. I want you to divest, to totally remove yourself from membership and allegiance to any white political party, and then start your own black political union. But if you want a black political party, I'm not against it. I just don't see it as necessary. If you want a black political party, I'm not against it, but I just don't see it as necessary. I believe in a political union, locking the black votes together, so we can barter and bargain that vote for concessions and opportunities from the leading party candidates. That is my plan. That is what I would like to see. But we're going to go through this again. You guys are going to go out to the polls again. Okay? Like the Democratic slaves that you are, the Republican slaves that you are, the Green Party slaves that you are, the Libertarian Party slave that you are, and you're going to cast a ballot for a white person to get elected to save you. Don't that sound like some white Jesus shit right there? You're going to go to the polls like the Democratic slaves, the Republican slaves, the Green Party slaves, the Libertarian Party slaves, and you're going to go to the polls and you're going to cast a political prayer known as a ballot. You're going to cast a political prayer known as a ballot. You're going to cast a political prayer known as a ballot, hoping that a white person will get elected and deliver you from American hell. Doesn't that sound like some white Jesus shit right there? Does it not? Don't that sound like something right out of the church? Don't that sound like something right out of the masjid? 400 years later, black people are still waiting on white people to save us. That's all the democratic process is. The democratic process is nothing but a metaphor for white Jesus. Joe Biden, white Jesus. Donald Trump, white Jesus. When are you going to divest from that narrative, that mindset, that brainwash? When is enough going to be enough? When? When? Somebody said I'm setting black folks back 1,000 years. 1,000 years. That's interesting. Because America is not even 300 years old. But that's an emotional Negro. That's the problem we have. You've been brainwashed. You've never gotten nothing voting, and you never will get nothing voting, because voting doesn't control America. Power does. Power does. Why don't the Chinese try to run for president? Why don't the Arabs try to run for president? Why don't the European Jews try to run for president? Because they understand money controls politics. Politics does not control money. Money controls politics. Politics does not control money. Money controls politics. Politics does not control money. And then y'all say, well, we need our reparations. We need our reparations. I support reparations. Marcus Garvey is the father of modern reparations. The most honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey, greatest black leader of the 20th century, only black leader post-slavery who didn't have to use religion in order to control black people. The only one who did not have to use religion to control black people. He's the father of modern reparations. I believe in reparations, but not the kind you want. Reparations are for the whole African family. They're not just for you. They're not just for this generation. Reparations is not just for you, and reparations is not just for us who are living. Reparations are for the dead and for the unborn. Reparations are for those who have came and went. Reparations are for those who are still on their way. You Negroes think reparations are for you. You Negroes think reparations are for you. The Bob Johnson reparation plan was what? $350,000 for every African American, I think I heard. $350,000 for every African American is the Bob Johnson former BET owners plan. Bob Johnson, a billionaire, said give every black person $350,000 and let them do what they want. You will be broke in a year. You will be broke in a year. And this is why I disagree with the current reparations campaign. Money should be at the bottom of the list of concessions. Money should be at the bottom of the list of the reparations demand list. If all we're asking for is money, we don't understand reparations, and we should not be getting reparations. If all we're going to ask for is money, we should not be demanding reparations, and we should not receive any reparations, because you're not politically intelligent enough to carry on a reparation struggle if you think the only thing you should be asking for is a dollar amount. If you think the only thing you should be asking for is a dollar amount, then you should not be involved in the reparation struggle. Reparations is about much more than money. Reparations is about much more than money. What do I want on my reparations list? I'll tell you. These are in no particular order. Number one, control of all black music, reparations. Control of all black music, reparations. Control of all black music, reparations. Y'all want to talk reparations? I want control of all black music. Past, present, future. Hip hop, R&B, reggae music, jazz, all black music. If a black artist is writing it, performing it, publishing it, Black America owns it. I want the music. Music is America's second largest export industry. Music is America's second largest export industry. Music is America's second largest export industry. If we could take over the music, just give us our music back, all the publishing, everybody. All the jazz greats, Sam Cooke, Prince, Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston. In fact, if we had Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, and Prince's music, Tupac and Biggie, if we had controlled their publishing, and I don't know if Puffy controls 100% of Biggie's publishing, I don't know. But if we controlled Tupac, Big, Prince, Michael Jackson, and Whitney Houston's music, that in and of itself might lift Black America out of the graveyard. That in and of itself might lift Black America out of the graveyard. I want control of our music. I haven't heard a single reparations advocate. I haven't heard a single reparations advocate. I haven't heard a single reparations organization yet mention control of black music on their reparations demand list. They're going to mention it now because I said it. They're going to mention it now because I said it, because you know I am the most plagiarized scholar of the 21st century. The rappers plagiarize me, the actors, the entertainers, hoteppers, YouTubians, everybody plagiarizes my talking points, but they never give me credit. Even my haters plagiarize me. They all plagiarize me. Stop stealing my intellectual property. I am the father of unapologetically black. I made that up. I'm the father of unapologetically African. I made that up. All y'all selling t-shirts and hats that say unapologetically black and unapologetically African, I'm the father of that. Where's your donations to FDMG? You selling unapologetically black and unapologetically African memorabilia and merchandise? I'm the father of that. Where's your donation to the FDMG Academy? Where is your donation to the FDMG Academy? You understand me? I want control of black music. Number two, I want all of the confiscated lands that were stolen, okay, and taken from black people from the time of slavery all the way up to today. Millions of acres of American land was stolen from black folks during slavery, Reconstruction, Jim Crow, civil rights. White folks will roll up on you and say, you got 24 hours to get out of town. I'm going to kill you and everybody in your family. They would scare us off our land. They would make us sign away the title to our land under the threat of death or under the threat of the lynch, of the hangman's noose. Give us back our land. I want my music and I want my land. I want my music back and I want my land. See, y'all don't want me at the reparations table. I'm not ADOS. I think much more deeper than they do. Y'all don't want me at the reparations table. I'm not none of those groups. I'm not none of those groups. I got one hell of a mind. The greatest gift God gave me was this right here. This big old tank head. This big old breastfed North Philadelphian right here. Greatest gift right here is my mind. I think too deeply for y'all. I think too deeply for y'all. I think to give me my music and give me my land. We want to keep on going? We want to keep on going? I'm going to hit y'all with one more. I want all black inventions. That's right. All black inventions, the rights to every black invention must be returned to Black America. Everything we invented, everything. The cell phone, you got to pay us if you want to use it. The helicopter, you want to pay us if you want to create one. The refrigerated truck, in fact, there go a refrigerated truck right there. Check it out. Mr. Ice Cream Man. Mr. Ice Cream Man. That truck would not exist if it wasn't for black people. That truck would not exist if it wasn't for black people. That truck would not exist if it wasn't for black people. The light bulb, blood plasma, being able to separate that. Charles drew the stoplight, the gas mask, the fire extinguisher. I can go on and on. Give us back all of our inventions, and if you want to use them, you're going to pay for them. We will license the invention to you. We will license the invention to you. You pay us. Give me my land, give me my music, give me my inventions. Give me my land, give me my music, give me my inventions. See, money ain't even on my list. I don't need no money. Because if I got that, I not only got access to money, I got access to wealth and power. See, y'all thinking too low. Y'all thinking too low. Raise your political IQ. That's why I got to bring back the course of Pan-Africanism.